Okay, what is going on? It's been a while. So, first time I've missed a week on this series so far. But I've got my reasons. I actually had to go back and check what I was last saying on this series. So, I left off, me and the boys were heading to Amsterdam to do a race, a half marathon. And then we were staying there for a few days as well. So how did that all go? It was class. I actually took 4 days off, completely off work. That light is awful. Hang on. Yeah, how'd that go? The race went really well. I paced it nicely. I sort of started off easy and then up the ante a wee bit. It was really enjoyable. Then we had a class 2 days after that. So yeah, Amsterdam's a class place. That was the second time I've been, so yeah, it was pretty sick. It certainly refreshed me. Whenever I came back, I was a bit sort of tentative, and I wouldn't say all over the place, but a bit maybe off it a bit. It just took a few days to get back to the swing of things, if that makes sense. And yeah, I had 3 or 4 days of actually really solid work. Did a client shoot, was editing and things like that, and then got in touch with 2 new potential clients, both of who are actually just one-time content. So they're not looking for management in the agency. It's just a set amount of videos, which I do quite like the idea of. So without social media management or anything, it really is just shooting and editing and getting it back to them, as well as creating scripts and a bit of a plan for the shoot. So that was at the end of last week. And then at the weekend, it was St. Paddy's Day. So I worked all day Saturday to get things done, and then took 2 days for Sunday and Monday as well, which in the past I would have felt bad for, but I do think there's a need for it sometimes now. I do think that having a day or two completely off is good, and then whenever you're back, you're refreshed and you're ready to go, and that was exactly the case on Tuesday. So I had those 2 calls and smashed them. I think that they did really well. Secured one of them on the call, so that's for mid-April. So they're getting a package of 12 videos, and then just waiting to hear back from the other guy as well. That's for an event which is coming up in Belfast. That would be really cool to shoot content at and for, and then obviously give that to them post event, which is definitely an angle that I've thought of in the past. In my last job, I worked at a lot of exhibitions, and I've sort of had in my head a couple of times in the last few months that one-off content creation for like a 2-day event would be class, because you could just shoot so much video, so much photo, but not have to worry about ongoing management, if that makes sense. So that's something I really want to look into, the likes of exhibitions and events and content for them in the lead up and during. Wednesday was in uni all day. I actually had a class day on Wednesday. It was pretty enjoyable. And then yesterday, what the fuck did I do yesterday? Oh yeah, met up with a friend of mine, Jamie, also owns a content agency, and in the last few months he's been building out a bit of a mentorship and coaching program. So this is the real juice of this episode. I've been chatting to Jamie for a couple of months now, 5-6 months. As I say, he's at a higher level, higher echelon than myself, and he's built this coaching mentorship along with a couple of others who are in similar situations. So it's basically helping, in all honesty, people like myself who are maybe at that 1 to 2k a month mark that are just going in circles, which I, in fairness, do feel like I have. Like, this is episode 7, but it's actually the 8th week of the series, and I feel that, not that nothing's changed, because I've taken on more clients and I'm booking a lot more calls at the minute, which is great, but nothing dramatic that is making me think that the agency is a long-term solution has happened. And with Jamie and Rob and their group's help and support, I feel like it'll really speed up the process of actually growing the agency, and just feel like I'm not chasing my tail. So what will it include? Basically systems that I can implement straight into my agency that are proven, because these guys have done it before. So I'm able to just implement these systems straight into the agency. So that'll include help with outsourcing, with training different editors. Also working on a proper organised funnel for my leads. My leads, I just chat to them, stick them in a call, and then work from there. This is going to really formalize that. You get the leads all into like a CRM, and then that's where also my clients will be as well. So it's a lot easier to contact them. It's a lot easier to contact different editors and things like that. But basically, I'm hoping that it'll help scale the agency. Also, the accountability factor will be a big thing. My content's really slipped in the last 2 weeks. Mostly the work that I was doing was focusing on clients, which is fine, and I'm actually happy enough with that over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. But I just think now, if this is going to work as a long-term solution for me, and it's not that it's going to make everything great, like there's still a lot of work I'm going to have to do. They're not doing anything for me. I'm still shooting the content. I'm still editing. They're just helping me integrate systems that work into my agency. So it'll be really cool to see how it develops over the next few months. And I'm feeling fully committed to it. Like I am sort of in that all-in mindset at the minute. It's sort of all or nothing now. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff, I must say. So I got fully signed up today with Jamie and the team. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. And then looking ahead to next week, I'm going to batch create a lot of my content because I am heading off to Brussels for a week. But I'm working fully while I'm there. So I'm actually buzzing for that. It'll be really cool to be working in somewhere else. So I just have to make sure that I've got all my clients' content shot, ready to go, planned for when I come back as well, and then start to implement these systems into the agency. When I'm away, a big focus for a couple of the days though will have to be on uni work. As much as I hate to say it, good few deadlines due mid-April. Then we've got hopefully 2 content shoots lined up in April, those one-time ones, and the ongoing management clients too. So yeah, it is all systems go, and I'm loving it, and I'm glad things are a bit more organised again. But yeah, I'm pretty happy that I've invested, and we'll see where it takes us over the next few months. I think the real goal with it, in terms of them, is really getting it to 5k revenue a month, which will involve implementing a better sales and marketing funnel that I've got at the minute, increasing the amount that I'm outsourcing because it's impossible to do it all by myself because I'll just be chasing my tail constantly, and going forward probably increasing my prices as well, which is something I need to do and need to be told to do. So yeah, buzzing. Like we'll see how it goes. Top of all this, marathon is the main training block at the minute, so it's on the 5th of May, so we have got about 6 weeks. Yeah, we've got about 6 weeks till that. So over the next 3 weeks we're up in the miles at the weekend. Tomorrow we've got a big 28k, bit of pain in the legs and the shins, but we will run through it and see how it goes. Then we'll taper off mid-March, but I don't know why I'm talking about that because this is scale my agency. So yeah, obviously 2 weeks late, my bad. We're back on it now, and we'll get the next episode out next weekend, which will cover Monday to Friday of next week. So yes, thanks again for everyone who's watching and made it this far. Yeah, appreciate it. We are ready to fucking go all in here, so let's do it.